Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome. It is Monday morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Let me know if you're just getting on here. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you could see me. I want to make sure these lives are working right. We had a couple that didn't go through, so I just want to make sure. Listen, what do you do when you feel overwhelmed, right? You know that feeling, a lot of times it happens on a Monday morning where you just have so much going on in your business life and your personal life, just everything, all these different objectives and things that you're trying to accomplish, right? These goals. And, meanwhile, there's all the little stuff that needs to get done. So you have all this stuff flying at you and you just feel overwhelmed, right? Listen, if you're like me, if you're like most, business owners, people that have a lot going on, that feeling of overwhelm creeps in once in a while, right? And being able to address it and being able to deal with it and move on is one of the best things you could do as a business owner. Because listen, the more time that you're spending in frustration and stress and not knowing what to do, not knowing what your next move is, that's when your progress comes to a halt, right? If you spend half your morning on a Monday morning trying to figure out what's next, what to do, this is important, but that's important. Which one do I work on? Which one's the priority? Right? And then you get all tangled up and you don't know which way to go. It's not going to allow you to get as far as you want to get by, being able to overcome that right away and get back on track. All right. So if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel overwhelmed in the future, there's some things you could do to nip that in the butt right away and start dealing with it. But before I start, if you do have any interest in working with me for the next year to help scale your moving company, I'm working with a very small group of 10 moving company owners for the next year. Just go to talktolewis.com. There's more information there. Talktolewis.com if you want to work with me for the next year. All right. So here's the point. I want to share 3 big points here with you. But the point is that, we have this overwhelming feeling when it comes to business sometimes, right? We don't know what to do. But what we need to realize is that, I want to share a concept with you, which, I learned a long time ago, and it made things make so much more sense for me, as far as like how, all the voices in my head, right? So I'm going to let you guys in on my mind today and how it works. And some of you are going to go, this guy's nuts, he's crazy. And some of you are going to say, you know what, I could relate to that, right? But when you're feeling overwhelmed, you've got a lot of different voices going on in your mind. Kind of like telling you, hey, no, we need to work on this. No, we need to work on that. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. All of that stuff going on, right? You also have the voice that says, you know what, this little small stuff here, this is nonsense. I need to be working on the big picture. I need to be working on the stuff that's really going to help me grow and scale. And then there's another voice that says, yeah, but we got to take care of the basics. We got to take care of the fundamentals. So to be able to clarify and know what those points are, what each one of those voices are is important, right? So you have to understand that and stick with me on this one, all right? You have 3 different people inside of you, okay? Especially as an entrepreneur, especially as a business person, especially as someone who's trying to achieve at high levels. You have 3 different people, versions of you going on inside, right? So you've heard the concept, like, the good voices on this side, the bad voices on that side. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that, all right? So the first version of you, the voice that you're hearing, is called the creator, okay? This is the voice that you hear that's telling you, let's dream big. Let's come up, let's open up more offices. This is the visionary, right? This is the one that's like, sees an opportunity and wants to create a whole new business around it, right? They don't really want to deal with, the day-to-day, right? They just want to stay at a very high level and create and be the visionary and put these big ideas into place and then let somebody else handle them, right? We all have this person inside of us, all right? I'm gonna tie this all together in a minute and why I'm telling you all this. But we all have this creator inside of us because you have to. If you have a business, this is the one who said, hey, let's create a business, right? Let's take what we do, whatever caused you to get into your business and, have that vision to scale, right? The next version of you that you have going on inside is, let's see, you see that? The manager, right? The manager. So the manager is the one that is disciplined to, create block time on your schedule. The one who makes sure that you're on top of delegating to your team, to make sure you have your systems and your processes in place, right? Gets all of that in order. The manager is the one that cleans up the mess that the creator makes, right? Now remember, you are all, if you're just joining us, you are all three of these people, all right? So the manager is the one that's cleaning up all the messes, making sure everything's in order. The manager doesn't like change. The manager doesn't like new chaos and new projects. Every time the visionary thinks of, the creator thinks of something new, the manager's like, oh, here we go again, right? We're gonna have to figure out how to orchestrate all this. So you got the manager. Then you also have the doer, okay? The doer is the one who actually gets the stuff done, who actually takes the time to, sit down and maybe write out those emails. Maybe you're setting up email automation. If you go back to a past episode we did talking about email automation, well, all those emails need to get written out at some point, right? So the doer would be the person who does that. The doer would be when you're either on the phone booking a move, or you're dispatching a truck, or you're holding a sales meeting, or you're reviewing your P&Ls. You're doing at that point, all right? So stick with me here. You got 3 different voices going on in your head, right? It's not just good and evil, right? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you've got the creator, the one that's the visionary. You've got the manager that wants to get stuff organized. And then you got the doer, okay, that wants to just get stuff done. So let me tell you how this all ties together. Let me tell you a really interesting story here. Before I do that, for those of you just joining us, if you want to work with me for the next year, specifically in a program with 9 other moving company owners to scale your business to the next level, just go to talktolouis.com. Anybody that's here now, if you could just do me a favor, throw it in the chat down below. Just put the URL there for anybody joining us. Just put talktolouis.com so they could see it. And let me tell you what happens when you feel overwhelmed. When you're feeling overwhelmed, okay, you've got 3 different personality types in your mind that are wanting to do different things, okay? And now everyone has one of these. You might have, as I explained the creator, the manager, the doer, you might have said, yeah, that's more me, right? That's me. Most people can identify strongly with one of these. However, in order to succeed at a high level, at any level, right, over the long term, you need to embrace all 3 of these, okay? And so what happens when you're overwhelmed is that, especially this happens like on a Monday, right? That's why I want to talk to you about it today, which is, the creator's like, oh, I got these big visions and these big goals and these things I need to do, and I want to sit and I want to take the time and block some time to plan this stuff so that I could, really work through it, right? The manager's like, hey, look, I need to delegate to the team. I need to get them situated so that they know what to do. I need to create processes within the business. And the doer's like, let's just get started, okay? So the point is that you have to be able to identify who you are at any given time when you're working on certain things. Right now, I'm the doer, okay? Right, for me, doing what I'm doing. I'm here, I'm live with you, right? We're talking about this stuff I'm actually doing. But at some point I had to be the creator, right? And I had to have the vision to say, you know what? I'm gonna talk about what to do when you're overwhelmed, right? And then I had to manage it and block the time for when I'm actually gonna be able to do the live. So the point is, if you're ever feeling very overwhelmed, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll either shut down, all right? Or if they're proactive, they'll say, you know what, let me grab my to-do list and let me just start checking stuff off the list, right? Let me just start getting stuff done and build some momentum, which is an okay approach, but here's what you gotta do. Here's the tip for the day, which is when you're feeling overwhelmed, what I want you to do is I want you to put on the manager hat, okay? I want you to put the manager hat on and I want you to lock the creator and the doer out of the room and just sit in for 20 minutes and come up with a plan. All right, so whether that's to plan your day, plan your week, plan your next big 3 moves that you're gonna make, you've gotta be able to stop for a minute. And this is gonna be tough to do, right? The doer's gonna go, what do you mean? What do you mean we're gonna stop and make a plan? No, let's just get stuff done, right? The visionary, the creator is going to be like, look, we don't have time to make plans. We got big things happening. We got big things going on. We need to stay focused on that. When you're feeling overwhelmed, try this, okay? If that's today, if you need to come back to that, just say, you know what? All right, I need to be the manager of my life. And this is for your business. This is for your life. This could be your home life. This could be really anyone, anywhere, doing anything. I'm going to put on the manager hat, and I'm going to come up with a plan for what I plan on doing to, because the overwhelm is really you just don't know what to do next, right? You've got so much to do and you don't have a plan. If you have a plan, there's no more overwhelm, right? So listen, thanks so much, guys. Let's see who's here today. Ruby, happy Monday to you. What's up, Cats? I'm booking a holiday for next week. You're so right. Oh, that's awesome, Cats. I'm glad. Where are you going? I hope you're going somewhere good. Dignity Moving, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for putting that in, Kets. Listen, for those of you who joined us late, before I go, if you want to work with me for the next year to scale your moving company, come to my office 4 times a year, work with me every month. Go to talktolouis.com. But otherwise, go and sit, put the manager hat on, create a plan, and you'll take care of that overwhelm like that, all right? So go out there this week, profit in your business, thrive in your life. I'll see you later.